holidays? Okay, and I held up a picture of Jesus on the cross. Now right there, you're going to get out of the remember I held up a picture of Jesus at the cross? And then I held up a picture of a basket with candy and bunnies and dyed eggs in it. You're not getting it in? Okay, what about Easter? Easter. Do y'all know what the holiday Easter is? Okay. You are going to show on your shirt. I think the shirt, I took one of my old shirts, and this side of the shirt, which is the front part, come on, Stacy. Okay, this side of the shirt was supposed to be the side of the shirt that represents Easter, as it's supposed to be celebrated with Christ rising off of the cross, going to heaven for us. So, He is risen. Say that.
He is risen.
All right. That's what this picture represents on the front of your t-shirt. It's a cross. Christ is not on there because He's risen. Now the back of your t-shirt you're going to decorate with pictures that say Happy Easter. All right, come on up here and I need you to point to one of the pictures and tell me what it is.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter is going to be the back of your shirt. Now, see if you can get yours to sit on just right. Now we're going to get safety pins. Yeah, put it on. I'm trying not to touch the tape part. Wait a minute. Just grab this part because that part don't have the tape on it. Wait a minute. Put this right back on his ear. Okay, now let's see what happens. That's a good spot for me. All right, just got to press a little harder because that. Did you press her ears? Press your bunny's ears. Okay, now hold them up and let's see if it's going to stay on. Because that double stick tape may not be enough to hold them on. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Pin, say it again. Look, baby, you're still on camera. You're still taking the class.
Know Easter as the Sunday a ginormous bunny hides chocolate inside plastic eggs. But Easter is really all about how much Jesus loves us and how God sent Him to rescue us. Remember how the Jews, God's special family, were waiting for a king to come rescue them? Well, Jesus was the king, and this rescue was the whole reason He came to earth. God had already rescued the Jews once before, but this time it was going to include everyone. So one night, Jesus told His friends about the rescue. Exciting, right? But talking about this rescue was sad. That's because Jesus was going to rescue the world by dying. Kids, every mean or bad thing we do deserves punishment. By dying, Jesus took our punishment. Lots of things in life have good parts and bad parts. And just like candy bars are mostly good, as long as you brush your teeth after you eat one, this story is a really good one. Anyway, talking about the rescue made Jesus sad since he didn't really want to die. Thankfully, we can talk to God when we're sad, so Jesus took a few friends into a garden to pray. In the garden, a guy named Judas, who people thought was Jesus' friend, came with some people to help arrest Jesus. Peter, one of Jesus' true friends, was so mad he cut off a servant's ear with his sword. But Jesus didn't want his friends to hurt others, so Jesus healed the ear and let them arrest him. Then Jesus was taken to trial. One of the most powerful men in the city, Pontius Pilate, wanted to let Jesus go. But many of the people wanted Jesus to die. They didn't believe he was the Son of God or any kind of king. Even after all the miracles Jesus did, like healing sick people and making blind people see, they didn't believe in him. The people were so mad, they started yelling, "Kill him!" So Pontius Pilate let the soldiers take Jesus. The soldiers made fun of the idea that Jesus was a king. They put a crown of thorns on his head, then nailed him to a cross. Many people watched, but not all of them wanted Jesus to die. His mother and close friends were there too. Just imagine how they must have felt. Once Jesus was up on the cross, the sun stopped shining for 3 whole hours in the middle of the day. But those soldiers kept right on making fun of him. They said, "If you're really God's son, why don't you just call on some angels to save you?" Jesus could have called on angels to save him, but he loved us so much that he wanted to rescue us. So instead, he prayed to God, "Father, I place my life into your hands." At that moment, Jesus died. And when he died, the soldiers who had just killed him realized he really was the Son of God. Later, Jesus was put into a tomb and a big rock blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends thought that was the end. But 3 days later, God sent an angel to roll the stone away. Don't worry, Jesus could get out on his own. The angel moved the rock so everybody else could see the tomb was empty. Jesus' friends were the first to stop by the tomb. The angel said, "He has risen," which is another way of saying Jesus is alive. Nobody could believe it. Jesus took our punishment and then proved he really is the Son of God by coming back to life. Now, if we choose to follow Jesus, God forgives us for all the wrong things we do because Jesus already took our punishment. And that's the story of Easter. But that's not all there is. Here's a quick version of what happened after the angel told the good news. Jesus' friends got scared. Jesus appeared to them. They saw his scars. It was really him. Now they could share the good news too. Jesus appeared to more than 500 people. He went back up to heaven, and the best part? He promised to come back someday for everybody who follows him. And all that is a part of God's story.
Now, even if the tape comes loose, though that should stay on. I know they're gonna like us now. Don't try to fold it. Try to lay it flat and put it back in your bags. Okay. Okay, lay it down. All right, now look up at mine. Look up here at mine. What did we say this represents? What is it first? A cross. All right. And what does the cross remind us of for Easter? That Christ, the cross, he is risen. Now, you're not paying attention. You're playing. You're playing. Okay. The cross represents that Christ has risen already. And that's one of the reasons why we celebrate Easter. Okay, here's the other reason why we celebrate Easter. Happy
Happy
Easter.
Easter.
All right, and the symbols for Easter are bunnies, Easter eggs, chicks, and they're in a basket sometimes, like on the back of your shirt. And so our shirts, you can save your shirts and wear them on Easter when you just play, because I'm sure Mommy's going